It's away, and it's a booming punt. Carter takes it to 25. He jukes it. Down the sideline. At the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Goodbye.
Let's get it, y'all.
What a huge return.
Shutting it down.
Did you see how he accelerated through that hole? And once he hit the open field,
Ladies and gents, it's your boy Gold Sharpie. We are back with another Miami Hurricanes Dynasty video. NCAA Football 06 next. Listen, man, before we get started, hit that subscribe button. It would greatly help the channel, man. We're going to have a lot of great stuff coming your way. Appreciate all you guys' support. Looking back at last week, we defeated the UCF Knights 63-27. Got our win streak up to 34 games in a row. Today, we're going to face South Carolina. We have obviously a huge talent advantage. So we'll go through their roster really quickly. Starting Shaka Parker, true freshman, 72 overall. Evan Burrow, 86 overall impact running back. Receiving room is absolutely terrible. Terrible tight end room. Yeah, guys, this should be a cakewalk. Let's use this as a tune-up game. Let's get better as we get into the meat of our schedule. As far as recruiting is concerned, we have these guys visiting for the Texas game next week. The polls: Oklahoma State moved up to 2, Ohio State's 3, Michigan 4, Alabama 5, Penn State 6, Tennessee back up in the top 10 to 7, Nebraska number 8, lost to Northwestern. They only fell 3 spots. Iowa State 9, Texas Tech is at 10. And look at this, guys. Texas lost to UConn. We have our boy Misen at the top, and then we have Xavion Carter in 4th. I believe Misen won Player of the Week. Yep, 18 carries, 248 yards, 4 touchdowns. All right, y'all. Let's play South Carolina.
Hi, everybody. Brad Nessler here with Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, bringing you today's exciting matchup. Clear skies and just beautiful weather here for tonight's game between the Miami Hurricanes and the Gamecocks of South Carolina. It's been non-stop, hard-hitting football so far early in the season, and we hope to continue that as the season goes on. And here come the Gamecocks. The Gamecocks are just hoping they don't get humiliated out there, in my opinion, Kirk.
Miami has so many weapons offensively, but it all starts with their outstanding quarterback. Now, against this defense, I look for him to have no problem spreading the ball around. This could be a career game.
You're absolutely right.
Miami will win big.
As we get ready for the opening kickoff. And they'll be returning this one. Johnson takes it from the 6. Very talented running back. This offense really thrives on him getting things going on the ground.
But, Brad, it's not going to be easy today. He's going up against a very tough run defense.
Yeah, this defense has been watching film of his playmaking running back all week. They're up to the challenge, and if they shut him down, it can ultimately decide the outcome of this game.
I forgot to show slider check, y'all. So 8 minutes Heisman, AI, offense for us, 50 down the board, CPU at 55, defense same thing, except 0 interceptions for both teams, but they're at 55. Let's go.
Second down, 14 coming up here. Ball on their own 16. South Carolina lines up in a shotgun set. He's looking, throws it to the outside. That close to being intercepted.
Perfect shot at it. He just didn't catch it.
3 wideouts here. Parker drops back to pass. He's rolling right. Throws this one out to the right.
Out of bounds.
Couldn't make the... South Carolina lining up the punt. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Carter fields it at the 34. Breaks one.
This is a great opportunity.
Miami comes to the line. Only one man in the backfield. Big opening. Bounces off the would-be tackler.
Let's get it, man.
Big yards there, and he's going to have a first down. Let's take a look at how these guys have done on offense so far this year.
Well, they've done pretty well, my friend. They're in the top 10 in the country.
These guys have been putting on an offensive clinic all year long.
Someone got a hand up.
Oh, wow.
Way to look it in.
We finally get one of those?
Nice catch.
Single set backfield. On the ground with the tailback.
Oh, you got to call that. You have to call that. There we
And
go.
they threw a flag on that play. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense. Automatic, first down.
The officials got that right. 15 yards for a face mask. They're inside the 20. The defense sets up with 5 defensive linemen. Picked off.
Oh my
What a
goodness, good
catch.
pick.
I'm surprised he was able to hang on to that one.
People tend to think that guys play corner if their hands aren't good enough to play wide receiver. But you just saw it's not always the case.
Sometimes it's actually the opposite. Some guys play receiver instead of corner because they don't want to hit or tackle anybody.
This season with their red zone attempts.
No, not at all. When they get inside the 20, they always seem to throw a pick, fumble the ball, or commit a penalty. Everything but putting points up on the board.
Tackle, and that was a nice run.
You got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line.
The Gamecocks come out showing 3 wide. A lateral. McMillan brings him down.
Great
And
effort,
a pickup of
McMillan.
about
Great
7.
effort, bro.
South Carolina comes out in the shotgun. It's a direct snap. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. A loss on 1. The Gamecocks come to the line with their jumbo package. 3rd and short, and they'll throw for it. Rolling out to the right side. It's deflected.
Come on, man.
Almost intercepted. The Gamecocks are lining up to punt it away. It's off, and it is a dandy. Carter fields it at the 35. He jukes. And now we'll see the offense. Miami lines up in a shotgun set. Rolls right, looking. He guns it to the right. He's got it on the run.
Move those sticks. That's a first down.
And a great catch, too. Did you see how he looked that one in?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. He can catch.
They're back in the red zone where they have really struggled lately.
Face
And they
mask.
make the stop.
What y'all doing?
Tag on that play. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense. Automatic. First down.
He's going to get it. Miami lines up with 3 receivers. Griffin on a counter. Touchdown, Miami!
Let's get it, y'all.
Nice little run there by the halfback to get in for the score.
That guy was not about to be stopped. He really wanted to get into the end zone.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He kicks it. Johnson fields it in the end zone. He spins around. They're just about ready to get this drive started. Line. They'll give it off here. Russell.
Let's go,
tackles him for
man.
a
We out
loss on
here
the
hitting,
play.
man.
Burrell is dangerous. Let's see if they put the ball in his hands. And that was a good
Before
stop.
they have a chance of moving you away from the play.
South Carolina goes with the ace set here. Down the middle. Caught. He ignores the footsteps and makes
That's
the
crazy.
catch.
That's how you convert
3 wideouts here. Parker on the option. Pitches back. Russell tackles him for a loss on the play. Excellent play by the defense that time as they swallowed him up before he got back to the current drive. The Gamecocks line up with 3 wide. He'll get the call again. And he's tackled. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but have 5 receivers on this play. Parker steps back to pass. Here they come. Across the middle. He breaks free. Across midfield. At the 30. Brought down.
That's crazy, dude.
That's how you
Come
get
on,
the
y'all.
first down, Coach.
They took a risk and went for the long ball. And boy, did it pay off. Excellent.
This ain't up to standards, bro. Sorry.
The Gamecocks line up with 4 wideouts. He drops back. Looks, and he's hit as he throws. Brings it in. Touchdown.
That was me. That's
The
all me.
wideout makes a
I
big
took over
pass
and
there.
totally whiffed.
Whenever you have a receiver who can make plays like that, you just want to get the ball in his hands, let him do the work.
Listen up, my friend. That was a tremendous throw by the quarterback, too. Don't forget about the guys.
The kickoff. Simpson back to the ground. And he got all of this one. Great kick. Simpson fields it in the end zone. Well, the offense heading back out. The Hurricanes set up in the gun. They'll throw on first down. Throws it to the outside. Broke away from 1. He broke his ankles. Austin with a takedown.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine
The
the
39-yard line. Miami comes out with an I formation. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. He might have a chance. Now with a juke. He's all the way down to the 31-yard line. That was a huge lift.
Brad, you're right. A run like that can really...
The Canes come out in the ace formation. Johnson brings him down. 3-yard gain.
See you, sweetheart.
Wilkins comes to the line with 3 wide. Wilkins hands it off. No, play fake. Batted ball.
Ooh,
And
I
it
thought he
falls
had that,
incomplete.
man.
The ball is the 5th play of the current drive. Going with the shotgun here. He can scoot. Makes a move. King with a takedown. That was a pretty good run.
Incredible effort.
And that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. Their last red zone trip resulted in a touchdown. I don't expect this one to be any different. And they make the stop. The halfback gets the single set backfield. Wilkins will hand it off. He might have a chance.
Another
Great
one.
call by the offensive coordinator.
Big time play, taking that ball all the way in. Maybe the defense wasn't expecting a run.
This one off. Johnson and Burrell back deep to return. We should have a return on this one. Burrell fields it in the end zone. Let's see if this...
All right, let's keep the heat turned up, y'all. Let's go.
The Gamecocks line up with 3 wide. Little handoff. Has some daylight. Low brings him down. And that was an excellent run there.
Yeah, Brad, but it was
The
also...
Gamecocks set up in the gun. On the ground, up the middle. Russell with a monster hit.
Oh, man.
Parker with 3 wide receivers. Batted ball.
Oh my God,
It's just
dude,
good
that should have been a
defense
pick
right there,
6.
13 to go. Ball on their own 31. They'll use a 4-4 defense here. Parker set to go to the air. Throws this one out to the left.
Let's go, baby. Great defense, Lo.
The pressure may have forced the incompletion there.
That defense was about to plant him into the ground. He's lucky.
They send out the punting unit. It's away, and it's a booming punt. Carter takes it to 25. He jukes it. Down the sideline. At the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Goodbye.
Let's get it, y'all.
What a huge
Shutting it
return.
down.
Did you see how he accelerated through that hole? And once he hit the open field, it was
One off. And he got all of this one. Great kick. Burrell fields it in the end zone. I don't know if you guys saw it. Three wideouts to the right side. Back to pass. He decides to run with it. And he's taken down. He had a whole lot of room to run. South Carolina comes to the line. Only one man in the backfield. Throws it to the outside. Batted ball. And the safety got a hand on it. South Carolina in a 5-wide set. Throws down the middle. Way to look it in.
I like the defense that was called. They
46. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. He'll dump this one off. And it's incomplete. Parker lines up in the shotgun. Burrell, the ball carrier. And he's tackled. South Carolina calls a timeout. Parker back in the gun. Steps up in the pocket. Wants to throw outside. And it's the senior.
What?
South Carolina takes
What?
a timeout. It's 1st and 10. This is a 7th play.
Bro, we need to tighten up ASAP, man. This is crazy. These 3rd down
3 wideouts
conversions
here.
can't happen.
They'll throw on 1st down. He's going left. Poor pass, and his tight end couldn't reach it. 2 Single set backfield. Parker still has it, and he's going to
There we go. Needed that.
Chalk up a sack for the linebacker.
They sent the senior on the blitz, and it really paid off for him.
Burrell is feeling it, and he wants the football in his hands. They get to the
again.
end that play before it even got started.
This young man didn't even have a chance to make something happen. It's tough.
Miami calls a timeout. Miami takes a timeout. The Gamecocks come out in a shotgun. Parker drops back. He's looking. He's in trouble. He rolls out to the right, and he's hammered as he lets it go. And the D answered the call there.
And this is huge for them.
The 37-yard line. Wilkins comes to the line with 3 wide. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Steps up. He zips it out. And he makes the catch. And we've reached halftime here. Off to start the second half. Kicks it off. Carter takes it at the 4. At the 30, at the 40, down the sideline, at the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Miami. How about that return? Great effort there by the up for the kickoff. Kicks it off. Johnson fields it at the 9. And I think that's apparent today.
Well, he's the go-to guy for this offense. He's the guy that can go the distance for them when they need a big play, and when he's not getting it done on the ground.
Quarterback's hurt.
Offense
There's no room to run against these swarming linebackers. I'm not saying anybody expected him to be able to run on this defense, but they better find ways to get him in the open field before it's too late.
And it's caught. They'll bring him down. Short pass there, and they get a moderate line. And the defensive end is looking to make a play. Got an opening. At the 40. Inside the 30.
Dude, that cannot happen, bro.
A spectacular run.
You know, usually when the defense is all over the place, that's a good thing.
all over.
The Gamecocks line up with 4 wideouts, and they got it. So he's sacked by the 5th year. The Gamecocks come out showing 3 wide. Bolden will hand it off. Hill brings him down. Nice game. If anyone can force a turnover right now, then it's the man at linebacker. He drops back. Looking. Short toss. And he's taken down. They'll get 2 on that one. Bolden goes with the play fake. The ball came free, and they got him.
Come on, man. He's hurt too? Oh, my Lord.
It doesn't look like it's too serious, guys, but you never know. Sometimes those small injuries turn into season-ending ones.
South Carolina comes out in the shotgun. He's got to throw it in a hurry.
Let's get it, boys.
Now that's some heavy pressure.
It all starts with the battle up front. I don't care how good your receivers are or how explosive your running backs are.
Back there to throw.
Well, it looks like he's going to have to figure out how to make plays without time.
He gets it up, and it sails through the uprights. Here's the Pontiac drive summary. Kicks it off. Simpson fields it in the end zone. And now we'll see the offense. Miami comes to the line, only 1 man in the backfield. They'll throw on first down. Rolls to the right, rifles it right side, and got him! And he's tackled. Wow, nice catch.
Dude's a king,
Way to
bro.
look it in. Heck of a job by the wide receiver. These guys are moving the ball down the field.
Miami comes out with an I formation. On the ground, up the middle. 2-yard pickup.
Out there.
Miami lines up with 3 receivers. Going deep, lays it out there. Incomplete pass. Ball to 29. 5 wide. Wilkins drops to throw. Looks. He unloads it. Hauls it in.
What a
for the
catch,
touchdown.
Simpson.
Terrific
That's my
pass,
boy,
and the
bro.
wideout
Let's get
hauls
it.
it in for the touchdown.
Brad, the wide receiver's route was the key on that play.
You're right, Kirk. His route running really has improved, and the quarterback has been throwing his weight a lot more.
Ready to kick. He kicks it. Johnson fields at the goal line. The offense, 17-yard line. The Gamecocks line up with 3 wide. Throws. Couldn't complete that one to his halfback. Single set backfield. Bolden options out. Lost the ball. Fumble. Recovered by the defense.
Thank you.
Coach, what was
Finally,
wrong there for the
boys.
offense?
Poor execution. They got to spend more time on the option in practice before they bring it into the game.
At the 13. The Canes come out in the ace formation. He's looking over the middle.
He caught it.
Nice
He
play
caught
call
it.
on that one to get the ball in the
That's
receiver's
my
hand.
boy.
Quarterback said,
Let's
"You
get
want the
it.
ball, go get it." Did he ever? He got it and took it for 6.
Miami to kick this one off. And they'll be returning this one. Johnson fields it at the 1. At the 30. At the 40. Down the sideline.
What is going on, bro, with our special teams?
Touchdown.
Unacceptable, bro.
That one is going to make the highlight reels, folks.
Yo, is this kid?
Kicks it off. Carter fields it at the 3. Little shake and bake move. Thanks to some nice passing.
Can they do it again?
Single set backfield. Yuku. And they make the stop. 7 yards there on their own 27. Wilkins with 3 wide receivers. Wilkins with a nice play fake. Throws it to the outside.
Good defense. That was good
What
defense.
could happen if the receiver would have come back to the ball instead of waiting for it to fall into his lap?
Looking. Long ball right side. It's high and he makes the
Simpson
catch.
is showing out. Where's
Amazing
Carter?
catch. First down.
Boy, Brad, you said it. That is a big-time play there. Spectacular catch and great body control there on the long pass reception.
Pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice red zone, when performance matters the most. Heading to the 4th quarter, this one is well red zone. The Canes line up with 4 wideouts. On the ground with the tailback. Tries to juke. Dave with a takedown.
This team is a good team.
The Hurricane set up in the gun. Looks. Wants to throw outside.
Great
He
catch,
goes
Daniel.
up and
Let's get it,
gets
boys.
It's a
Come on.
touchdown. Another touchdown pass. That is number 3.
You know what? It takes a lot of courage to play quarterback at the college level. And with that touchdown pass, this kid's showing how.
And look out, folks. He's looking to run another one back for 6. Kicks it deep. Burrell fields it in the end zone. A little juke. The last time they had the ball at the 18-yard line. The Gamecocks come out showing 3 wide. Here's the give. He's hit and got away. McMillan brings him down. The halfback gets the call. Burrell is in the zone and looking to make something happen. Burrell again shakes off a tackle, and he's going to lose yards on this one. It's 3rd down and 6 to go. Ball on their own 22. The Gamecocks come out in a shotgun. Drops back to pass. He steps up. He's looking. Comes across the middle with the interception. He didn't throw it away under pressure, and it really cost him.
It sure did. He saw that he was going to get hit and just threw one up for grabs. He's got to learn to take the sack.
Excellent field position to start the drive. The Hurricanes come out showing 3 wide. He's rolling right. He's looking for his man. Brings it in.
Too easy,
Touchdown.
man.
And he
Dude's a
comes up with his
superstar.
second touchdown catch of the game right there.
Kirk, this kid is tough to stop.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. You try to keep tabs on him, but eventually he's going to find a way to get open.
I think you need to double team him.
Return that went for a touchdown. Let's see if they kick it to him again. Kicks it off. Burrell fields it at the 3. He jukes.
Let's watch this defensive
Coach, you get excited.
Hey, that's right, sweetheart. I'm always excited.
Bolden comes to the line with 3 wide. Bolden off the fake. Cox comes away with a sack. But hold on, we got a penalty on the play. Let's check it out.
Holding on the offense. Second down.
South Carolina in a 5-wide set. He's looking down the middle. Has it to the senior. Nice pickup as they connect on the 27-yard line. Don't be surprised to see this defensive end wreak havoc back there. Lets it go. And he's got it. Going the other way
There it is,
now.
baby. Let's
What
go.
an interception by the cornerback.
I love it. A defensive back with soft hands. This kid can play.
The Gamecocks line up in a nickelback. He's on the run. Shifty move there. And he's tackled. And he busted that one wide open.
On defense, you can't afford to give up big runs like that.
No. You got to make them work for it. That first
Ball
down.
on the 43-yard line. 5 wide. They'll throw on first down. He's going long. Carter calls it
Dude
in
is
for the touchdown.
freaking
Guys, he's
insane,
somehow open again,
man.
and that's touchdown number
Beast.
3.
And on that one, he did a fantastic job of looking the ball all the way in to make the catch. That's very good concentration.
Ready to receive, and boy, has he been the game breaker on special teams today. Decent kick, looks to be returnable. Burrell fields it in the end zone.
Great job by the defense.
First and 10.
They come out with 3 wide receivers. Little handoff. He breaks free. And down he goes. That's 100 yards rushing down and 3 to go. Ball on the 26. One man backfield. Bolden drops back. Russell picks it off. Not
What we
sure
doing?
the quarterback was
We
looking at
getting
on that one.
dubs.
Yeah, he just threw his 3rd pick of the game.
Fellas, you got to give credit to this defense. They're taking advantage of each and every mistake this quarterback is making.
Wilkins gives it up the middle. Brought down. And they continue to pound it out. Wilkins is the impact player, and he's feeling it right now. And now he's going to improvise. Well, he didn't get much out of that screen. This is the kind of running back who can make you pay when he's in the zone. Deep pass down the right
He'll
side.
take that.
Brings it in. Touchdown. Lines up for the kickoff. Here's the kick. Hand fields it at the 2.
Great job by the defense.
They're down big, so I guess that's why they're going to give the backup a shot. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. A loss on that. Miami lines up in a dime defense here. It's a direct snap. Missed tackle. Makes a move. Hill with a takedown. And the halfback ripped off a nice gain there to get him the first. From the gun. Steps up in the pocket. He passes it complete, and he's shoved out of bounds.
What a beatdown.
No gain.
I think it's
So
safe to
second
say
and 10.
that
Ball
Mr.
on the
Carter
37-yard line.
is the alpha or in the wide receiver room, I should say.
Is back in the gun.
Just
Back
a
to pass.
absolute
He's under
monster,
some heat.
man.
And he's going to be sacked.
Total
for a
game
loss.
changer.
Sacked again. That's number 8.
It's one
8
big
sacks
sack
today,
party
y'all.
out there. I feel sorry for this
This
quarterback.
is the 5th play of this drive. Look out now. This defensive end is in the zone. Steps up. Here comes the pressure. And he's going to come
Another
up with
one.
a sack. Under relentless pressure, the quarterback goes down for the sack.
Those guys on defense are just pinning their ears back right now, coming in as fast as they can.
Well, in that case, the offense needs to sneak in a screen pass to the halfback.
That is going to wrap up this game, guys. 70-17 gets us to 5-0.
This one's in the books, folks. Any final thoughts on this one,
35
Coach?
I
game
can't say
winning
enough
streak.
about this performance.
We are on our way
Miami
to our
played an
goal of a
excellent game out there,
three-peat.
dominating on both sides of the ball. They've got to feel pretty good after blowing out a team like this.
Folks, thanks for tuning in to our game. Our final score, Miami 70, South Carolina 17. Brad Nessler for Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit.
We're going to check out the
signing off.
stats
So
real
long,
quick, and then
everybody.
we'll get out of here. All right, guys, we had 538 yards of total offense compared to 216 for the Gamecocks. Really just shut down. Burrell had a pretty good game, though. Defensively, they didn't really stop us at all. CJ Wilkins, 12 of 16, 413 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 pick. By far his best game as a Hurricane. Didn't really need to run the ball. We were just kind of throwing it up. But our guy, Mr. Xavion Carter, 6 receptions, 221 yards, 4 touchdowns. Simpson gets a touchdown. Daniel got a touchdown as well. Russell, 7 tackles, 5 for loss, 1 pick. McMillan with 2 sacks. Ingram with a sack. And then we had Carter with a kick return and a punt return touchdown, bro. Dude, he had 6 touchdowns this game. What a beast. He's probably going to be #1 at the Heisman for next week. But listen, I appreciate y'all support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. It takes 1 second. I greatly appreciate it. Smash the like button, put the noty bells on. I'm going to see y'all next time. Y'all have a blessed night. Peace.